Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mythlok with your host Nitin Nair. After exploring Egyptian mythology last week, I decided that we should probably look at exploring a little bit more on the Olmec mythology or South American mythology, because this is once again a mythology that has completely been shrouded in mystery and we haven't actually been able to crack the different meanings and the symbolisms that the Olmecs have left for us. Primarily, as we discussed earlier, this is due to the fact that they didn't have a written language and nothing has been documented. So whatever information that we have right now is due to the diligent research work that's been done by the researchers, historians, archaeologists, etc. from different parts of the world. Experts in the Olmec religion have always been intrigued by the huge heads, and they still don't have an explanation for the reason that they were created, nor do they have actual names for the Olmec gods, whom we see in a lot of these carvings and representations. The Maize Deity is another Olmec god who has not been identified with a name. He was also referred to as God too, and the physical representation of the god in ancient carvings associating him with the cleft of corn has led researchers to name him the Maize God. The shamans were an important part of the Olmec worship, and rituals were considered to be in constant touch with the gods and conveyed messages from the gods to the people. The Maize Deity or God too was often depicted as a humanish figure with a corn cob glowing from a cleft in its head. It had almond-shaped eyes and a large flat nose. The sculptures of the Maize Gods usually have other carvings atop their heads. The statues were almost never shown from waist down. The Maize Deity is considered to be the precursor for other Maize Gods in other South American and Mesoamerican cultures. Although the Mayan and Aztec versions of the god have a family to attribute, the Olmec version does not. The Olmec gods have never been identified with actual names due to lack of a written history or a written language. This god has been called God too, Maize God, or Maize Deity by modern researchers. The importance of agriculture and maize to the lives of the Olmec was evidenced by the god known as the Maize God. He was often seen accompanying rulers, probably highlighting the role of the rulers to ensure that people were well fed and also guarantee of abundant crops. Modern studies in Aztec, Mayan and Inca civilizations have started revealing new information on the Maize Deity and joining the dots that would reveal more information about the Olmec pantheon. Some studies in progress also link the Olmec Maize Deity to the sun god of the Mayans and believe that there is enough proof to link the two. We still await confirmation so that we can put a little bit more meat on the bone. Once again, all our episodes on the Olmec mythology are short ones, but we feel that even though short, it should be said that these were the precursors for the amazing Aztecs, Incas, and the Mayans, for whom we have extremely high regard in the field of mythology as well as history and archaeology. Sorry for the short episode, but this is your host Nitin Nair reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.